also bring upon one of the motivational speakers' quote, Steve Jobs. He says, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." I love this quote. You know, you have to stay hungry for better achievements, for more achievements. And this is what exactly I do. Never be complacent. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, and I guess we come to the final question. So, Marva, please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Marwa.
Hello.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for this wonderful webinar. I just have a comment and a question as usual. For the comments, I've always had that respect for people who add something to life around us, people who can change others for better. And some of the quotes that I've always, found that I believed in, strongly believed in, and those are ones of the takeaways from joining webinars and CPD programs and conferences and so on. Okay, the first one is love what you teach, but love who you teach more. The second one is the most rewarding things is to teach others what they need to learn and know. The third one, Aristotle says, teaching is the highest form of understanding. Number 4, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. So these are 4 quotes I really believe in, and I wanted to share with you here. Okay, the question is, Dr. Feruz, what's your short advice for someone who does teaching as a job? He hates teaching and he doesn't feel that he is doing something of value. What's a short quote or advice to tell him? Thank you.
Oh, that's a thought-provoking question, as usual, from Marwa. Going back to my last principle, teaching is a hobby, and I also saw some very nice quote from Gulnara about hobby. She said, we don't normally put extra effort for hobby, but however, teaching requires a lot of effort to upgrade, refresh, develop. She's right in a sense that any kind of work requires an effort. When I'm saying teaching is effortless, it doesn't mean that teaching will come to your room and you become a professional teacher. No. When I say teaching is effortless, it means it'll come easy, even when you make an effort. Even when you make an effort, it feels like it is your stuff. It feels like this is something you were born to. This is what I mean by teaching is effortless. This is like a philosophy. And I hope you'll be able to better scrutinize and profoundly understand the hidden message in that quote, that indeed it is effortless. But going back to your question, for someone who takes teaching job as not as a hobby, but is unsure if she or he is creating value or doing something worthwhile, you could, give your best. In the first place, you could give your best. Giving best means going the extra mile. Like I have shown through lots of pictures that I have truly gone the extra mile by taking my students to the outdoor, to the real world, and incorporate the real world with my classroom so that my students would be able to easily apply things they learned from my classes. And coming back to this point, you have to give your best shot. Go the extra mile and see if your students love what you are doing, love your efforts and contribution. And once you see that, in their eyes, in their thank you notes, in their, maybe gifts. In China, my Chinese students used to give me lots of gifts. China was a great place because I used to give my all. And in China, the teachers who give their all are mostly, pampered with lots of gifts, both by the parents of the students and the students. I don't know about the other countries and culture, but in China, if the student gives you a gift, that's a token of appreciation of your hard work. That's a token of appreciation of your effort. So this is how I knew that I was creating a value in my students' lives. And then I went the extra mile further and further, not just because of the gifts, but just because I realized that, everything that I was doing in the class was worthwhile of appreciation, was worthwhile of, kudos and praise and great. And this is how I realized, okay, how I should continue creating more and more value in students' lives. I wrapped up my entire presentation a while ago saying, if you want to become an extraordinary teacher, the whole concept of teaching is being, a facilitator and involve your students. And I'm just, recasting, I am referring back to that earlier statement that if you feel like you're able to create a value in your students' lives, if you're able to make a difference, like Denzel Washington said, then that's when this job is for you, and you can truly consider yourself an extraordinary teacher. So create value, make a difference, make a positive difference in your students' lives, and keep involving your students in your classes. And that's when you will definitely become a legendary teacher, more than extraordinary. Thank you.